Okay, I think it's good now. I can see chat again, I can access my docs, I can see the art on the side again. Augustine's seizing the moment, yeah. Alright, I think we're good to go. Get the game on. I like being first. Hello, Effecto. I'm hoping we're back. I'm trying to get everything back. Everything is back right now except the game. I'm just waiting for that to load up. I already started the game, but it's not popping up. Everything else is seemingly in working order. Let's try and launch this again. Okay, the game looks like it's working. All right. Hallelujah. Thank you all for being patient through that. I am again so sorry for all of that mess. OBS is not my friend. Not at all. Okay, we're gonna be playing I.T Never Ends. This is a text-based game, and you guys can actually play along with me. You're gonna see as we start, it's meant to be replayed a bunch of times to get different outcomes. And I want to say again, thank you to Dadbotted. He is the developer of this game and provided me with a free code to play. I really enjoyed my time with the demo. Some of you were there for it. And I'm really, really grateful. Actually got to meet one of the voice actresses on this game as well. And she's hung out in a few of my streams, and I've hung out in some of hers. That was a pretty cool experience. Yes, we're going to be playing this game. I tried to redeem it too, to pretend I did it. I swear, I would have gotten away with it too if it hadn't been for those meddling kids in that milkshake. Alright, we're going to go ahead and get into the game. We're going to start a new shift.
Welcome. You are the very latest worker in the IT department. The systems are pristine. The budget is balanced. But entropy is inevitable.
Can you guys hear the game? Let me know how it sounds. If you need me to turn it up or turn it down or anything like that. Can you hear it? Okay, good.
Hello, I am Vera, your verified employee relations assistant. I will be teaching you the fundamentals of our very professional system. Please do not fall asleep during orientation.
You heard her, chat. Don't fall asleep. A little bit low? Hold on, let me turn it up for you guys. Okay, I turned it up. Marvin Chen, Senior IT, outgoing. Hey, I'm Marvin. Support tickets are part of the system and part of our life. Kind of sad if you ask me. Swipe them left or right to resolve. Okay, I get it. Sounds easy enough. Your optimism is admirable. Let's hope it sticks.
For introductory purposes, you are the new Marvin. The old Marvin left tickets unresolved. Swipe the card left or right to make a decision. Let us begin.
Printer jammed again. I kicked it. Still jammed. Leaving it for the new guy. Signed, Marvin C. So we have two options. We can clear the jam or order a new printer. In fact, hold on. Let me see.
Adjust what you need, dear. Stability is a shared responsibility.
1 second. Let me attach my Twitch to this, and then you guys can actually vote for what you want me to choose. I forgot that wouldn't carry over from the demo. 1 second. Alright, that was fast. And let me go with that on.
Please review your preferences gently.
Okay. We're signed in. Alright, let's say... Let's clear the jam. How do I... Good evening, Adrian. Just got home. Gonna play some games and listen to your stream. Welcome in, Rebel. Thank you for dropping in. Hold on. Let me, give you a shout out. And welcome home. I'm glad you're back. I hope you get to unwind. Everybody, follow Rebel Dova Queen. She is an awesome streamer. A pro Resident Evil achievement hunter. A fellow fan of horror and Resident Evil alike. You cannot go wrong with her streams. Please give her a follow. I would be really happy if you supported her. And thank you so much for dropping in and supporting me. I appreciate that, Rebel.
Look at the 4 meters above. Productivity, morale, budget, and entropy. Marvin ignored these. That is why we have no budget. Your choices change them.
Balance the meters, got it. So you see this right here, chat? This right here is where you guys come in. You guys can actually choose to vote in certain things. So all you have to do is put either exclamation point 1 or exclamation point 2 to choose between the choices. So let's click this and see what they're asking us about this. Gary wants a gaming laptop for spreadsheets. I told him I would approve it if he buys me lunch. Signed, Marvin C. This is Gary right here. He is the head of sales. What do you guys think? Should we get Gary a gaming laptop? I'm gonna go do those push-ups that Navajo Ghost had requested, and while I do that, you guys vote in the chat what you think we should do with Gary over here. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. Let's see what chat's saying. Oh dear, my internet is not having a good time at all. Become the internet you want to see in the world. Alright, chat. What are we thinking? I see Sally already put his vote in. If you guys want to vote, it's exclamation point 1 for approving Gary getting a gaming laptop. Or exclamation point 2 for denying him to have a gaming laptop. What do you all think? My brain becomes more powerful the more tired I am. Alright, I'm gonna give it one more minute for you guys to chime in. It's nice to see the new art. This game did not previously have art like this. This was a addition from the demo days. Very, very nice work to Dad bought it if you're still here. It's nice to have some visuals to go with it too. Looks very cool. The art style kind of reminds me a little bit of Invader Zim. I think it's called filter being off. Yeah. Alright. We've got 3 votes in. We're gonna follow the vote. So it looks like Gary is not getting his gaming laptop. Budget is safe. Morale drops. Gary will complain later. Sorry, Gary.
Entropy is systemic decay. Marvin excelled at creating it. Ignoring problems makes entropy rise. If any meter empties or fills completely, you will be replaced.
Alright, so we don't want entropy to rise too much, and we can see our entropy meter right up here. Right now we're at 38%, not too bad. And we got our other meters right here, productivity, morale, and budget. So what do we have here? Marvin Chen. Lights flickering in the server room B. Smells strongly like ozone. Probably fine. Signed, Marvin C. Alright, what do you think, everybody? Should we fix the wiring, or is it probably fine? Do we think flickering lights in a server room is okay? Is that something we're willing to put up with, chat? Or should we get that fixed? My Brune says so. Is your Brune your brain? Kaiser? I thought that might be the case. This is also the perfect game to enjoy with a good snack or beverage, so if you guys got them, now's a good time to get one, I think. We got 3 votes so far. Tipping in favor if it's probably fine. I'll give it another minute. See what everybody else thinks. I'm leaning towards fixing the wiring, which means we're at a deadlock. It would be 2 and 2 if we count my vote here. I do wonder if I can... Hold on. If I do this, does it actually count? Just kind of curious. It does. Interesting. Okay, that's cool. So I'll do that. I'll do that as well. Problems go away if you ignore them. So we got Churi and we got Rebel also saying, let's fix the wiring. So that is what we're gonna do. Entropy drops. It took time, but the smell is gone.
Our spam filter and packet loss increase over time. Clear the inbox and server panels regularly. These tasks are tedious. They are also mandatory.
Effecto says, sorry, I have to go. Thank you for listening to my awful second date. But seriously, I feel so much better, and I'm very happy I'm acquaintances with such a great community. Please take care and sleep. Effecto, anytime. I'm very, very happy that that you dropped by and that you shared that with us. Thank you for being raw with us and for trusting us to listen to you and hear you out. I hope that you continue to feel better, and of course, you know, you're welcome here anytime. You are a fellow member of the Cursed Ones. Thank you so much, okay? Take care of yourself, and we'll see you next time, alright? Have a great rest of your evening. Got my vote in, now loading into a DBD match. I'll be listening, though. No worries, thank you so much, Rebel. I appreciate you being here. And I hope you have a good DBD match. If you can't see the danger, then it isn't there. Easy. Alright. What do we got now? I hate clearing the server cache. I hate sorting phishing emails. It is soul-draining work. I wanted to be a fisherman. So what do we do? Should we, keep an eye on it, or should we say we don't want to do this? How does everybody feel about clearing the server cache? I don't have a good pun intro for you, Adrian, but I do have this. Welcome in, artist. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. We're playing I.T Never Ends. This is a game you can actually play along with the rest of us artists if you wanted to, if you have the time. We make choices. It's a text-based adventure game. Kind of a roguelike a little bit. It's meant to be replayed. If you make the wrong choices, you will be disposed of and replaced with another drone employee. To make the choices, you just either type in !1 or !2 for the choices that you see on screen. We are working at a company, and right now we're addressing this this ticket here. It says, I hate cleaning the server cache. I hate sorting phishing emails. It is soul-draining work. I wanted to be a fisherman. So these are our choices right now. I played the demo for this a few months ago. It was really, really fun. The dev got in contact with me and actually dropped by the stream earlier. We were supposed to be playing Agent 64, and that my computer didn't like that very much. But the dev dropped me a free code, which is very, very kind of him, and we're playing this now. But I'm pretty deadlocked on this one, so we're going to go with the popular vote here, which is choice 2, which is I don't want to do this, so we're going to go with that. Too bad. It's a job. Let's move on.
I reside in the bottom right of your screen. Click my icon if you require assistance. Marvin never asked me for help. Marvin became very paranoid. It was a shame about Marvin.
And shame indeed. Speaking of Marvin, he has another ticket that he left behind. This place is not right. They are doing something to me. I feel incredibly old and incredibly young at the same time. Nothing about this job is right. Her voice might be a tiny bit loud now. Hold on, I'll turn it down a bit. There we go. Let me know if I need to adjust it any further. Thank you, Dark. So Marvin was complaining about feeling both old and young at the same time, and how nothing at this job felt quite right. Sounds very cosmic horror, if you ask me. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. So how are we feeling? Sally says sounds very dramatic. As does artist. I like how you guys are not at all sympathetic to Marvin's plight. Alright. Oh, we've got artist shifting between the two choices here. I'll give it one more minute to see if everybody aligns on their choices. When I'm not entirely sure, I will leave it up to all of you in the chat, and I will follow the popular vote. Well, I am sympathetic, but I feel like this run should go my life for the company. I see. Yeah, our entropy is only 33% right now. Alright, we're gonna go with the popular vote. Which is... That sounds very dramatic, Marvin. Drama is just a small mind's word for reality without understanding.
Your training has concluded, new Marvin. Old Marvin is no longer our concern. You are. The queue is open. Please do not repeat his mistakes. They were, to be frank, disappointing.
Thank you, Vera. We wouldn't want to end up like Marvin. Marvin got to suck up the Eldritch Horror. It's how he will learn. I think it's too late for Marvin to learn anything. Audio sounds perfect now? Okay, great. I cannot stay here. Do not look in the basement server rack. Good luck. I am dropping my badge in the shredder. I love the color palette on this game, by the way. Kind of aligns with my own, right? It kind of blends in with the overlay quite nicely. Got artist indecisive. I'm gonna throw a wrench in things. Say good riddance, Marvin. And also to anybody else in chat, if you feel like playing along, please feel free. Alright, we are deadlocked. So we're gonna go with this one. I'll be the tiebreaker. Training complete. Welcome to the company.
Marvin has completed his function. A good implementation. Reliable to the end. This is what support means in the end. We carry each other until we cannot. Whereof one cannot speak, thereof one must be silent. Back to work.
Thank you for the hydrate. Alright, for the company, yes. Anything for the company. Alright, our first non-Marvin ticket. Timmy, the unpaid intern, says, I locked myself out. Also, I think I encrypted the hard drive with a smiley face emoji. Is that bad? What do you think, chat? Is that bad? Should we wipe and re-image the hard drive, or should we try 1, 2, 3, 4? The unpaid intern is the one who did this, by the way. We got one vote for each right now. I think I'm gonna go with... I think I'll cast my vote for... second option. Not that I think that will work, but it would be funny. We'll give it one more minute. Look at this guy. It's always 1, 2, 3, 4 top-notch security. That is probably more security than some companies actually implement in their cybersecurity, to be fair. Alright, we're gonna go with that. It worked. You lose faith in humanity. That actually worked. Chat. It actually worked. Alright. Gary V, head of sales, says, my mouse is dead. I slammed it on the desk because a client hung up, and now it won't click. Faulty hardware. What do you think we should do with Gary's broken mouse? Should we replace it again? Or should we give him a trackball instead? Has anybody here ever actually used a trackball on a computer, way back in the day, I used to have a trackball, and I hated it. I hated it. It was the worst. Do not cite the old magic to me, which I was there when it was written. Welcome in, Valco. I was there too. I think we probably both experienced the horrors of the trackball. God, it was... I gotta see if I can find a picture of what it looked like. It must be somewhere on the internet. The exact model that I had. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna give Gary a trackball. Gary is confused and angry. He can't slam a trackball. It works perfectly. The monitor, always on. OSD, brightness, 47, contrast, your doubt, language, Latin, input source, internal. The exit option has been replaced with stay. Navigate with the buttons on my bezel. They were never buttons. They were teeth. I don't think that's normal. What do you think, chat? Should we stay, or should we force exit, press every tooth? I feel like we're having a bit of a moment here. No, it's fine. I hope you're doing well, Valco. It's good to see you. And I hope you're feeling good. I know you said you were feeling slightly better. Been a little bit since I've seen you streaming. I was gonna exit, but I got swayed. We love chaos. It feels like a weird hallucination. A little better, some dizziness. I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully nothing too debilitating. I know, you know, of course, recently I had a pretty bad dizzy spell. So I know it definitely sucks. Found out my joint pain goes away when I take Benadryl. Alright, I'm gonna be the tiebreaker here. We're gonna try pressing every tooth. I can't imagine that's gonna go well for my hand, but let's try it anyway. Oh, we're deadlocked. Hold on. We need somebody to be the tiebreaker. Anybody in chat have a opinion on this? You guys wanna weigh in? Good. I should get a coin for when we end up here. Oh, welcome in, Sushi. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well this evening. Hope you're having a good weekend. Alright, we're gonna go with the popular vote here. OSD closes. A bite mark on your fingertip. Language is still Latin until reboot, which the monitor postpones. Just been lurking. Oh, thank you for the lurk. I appreciate that. Yes, I had a blast in your stream yesterday, watching you drop my food on the floor and then serve it to me. That was a lot of fun. Bob V. My laptop dies in 10 minutes, going from fully charged to dead, and my books are going unkept. Should we get a new battery for Bob? Or should he stay plugged in forever? I will be getting back to streaming tonight. That is excellent news. You can't hear me because you're in an ad, but I'm happy to hear that. That wasn't me. Who was it, Sushi? tell me who it was then. I'm gonna vote 1 because I can empathize with Bob here. I hate when the batteries on electronics start to get worn down, and you basically have to be glued to a wall socket to use them. It is so annoying. The weird cook, a new guy we hired. Battery replaced. It's a Bob battery. Hey, we have a message from Riley. Hold on, let's check that first. Riley says, hey, is this IT? Sorry to bother you, my terminal is doing something weird. What's it doing? Showing these weird characters like corrupted text. It started after the last drill. Kind of drill. Evac drill. Surface readiness stuff. Probably just a glitch from all the system checks. Hold on, supervisor's calling. Gotta go. Thanks for listening. Alright, so I do know from the demo that we'll be hearing more from Riley, so just keep that in mind. But back to our main tickets here. The unpaid intern Timmy has returned. He says, I can't drag and drop files. They won't move. They're stuck. Like they're glued to the screen. Should we fix the drag and drop, or should we cut and paste only? Also, welcome back from ads, everybody. I was gonna say, congratulations. I'm happy to hear that you're returning to streaming tonight, Valko. What are you gonna be playing? And while we do this, yes, everybody, follow Valko. He will be returning to streaming this evening, it seems, and he's going to be playing more RE2 Remake. I've been really enjoying his Resident Evil 2 Remake playthrough. It has been fun seeing him play through the game for the first time and listening to his interesting facts about weapons and various things like that. And his reactions to things like Mr. X. That's been fun. Not really wanting to try and start something completely new right off. Yeah, no, totally understandable. Oh, you're welcome, Dako. Of course. Number 1, we gotta boost productivity. This is true. I'll join you in that vote then. Drag and drop fixed. Files move freely. Glue dissolved. Alright, next up. External vendor, third-party services, says, we need to access your systems for the scheduled maintenance. Current credentials aren't working. Should we issue temporary credentials, or should we escort and supervise their access? What do you guys think? Are they trustworthy? Mr. X had me so pressed at the end of Leon's scenario. Yeah, how did you feel getting jumped, as you were evacuating to the train? Never trust someone like that? Yeah. I think we are, I think we're on the same page. Gotta admit, I wasn't happy about it. Yeah, I love how Leon says exactly what we're all thinking at that point when he's like, is this a fucking joke? That's how I was feeling when I played that. It was a great moment. Alright, we're gonna go with that. IT Shadows Vendor. Secure but time-consuming. Maintenance complete. Harry W. Or is that Harry H? Yeah, it looks, I think it's an H. Harry H. Welcome back, Augustine. I found this tool called datasnatcher.exe on a Russian forum. Says it increases sales by 500%. Install it now. This is our middle manager, everybody, Harry. What do you think? Harry over here says he wants us to implement a tool from a Russian forum that will increase sales by 500%. Hard no, or should we sandbox it first? Where's the option to install it right away? I don't know how much you guys know about Russian programs, but it sounds on the up and up to me. Trust. Well, welcome back, Augustine. Did you get to eat your dinner? Alright, we'll be going with the popular vote here. Harry calls you a blocker of innovation. Network remains unsnatched. The monitor has returned. Language Latin. You forced exit. Language remains Latin. Reboot is postponed. Your icons are nouns in the ablative. Shall I restore English or shall the office learn? They are already halfway to rights. May or may not be an agent of chaos, and definitely not picking what I deem would be the funny outcome. No worries, Dark. I'm on to you. Why is Latin even an option for the OS language? Valco, because I heavily suspect that we are working for a eldritch entity. And as such, Latin would be quite the appropriate language for the operating system, wouldn't you say? Restore English, let them learn the rights. I'm actually going to stay out of this one. I want to see what everybody in the chat thinks about this. I will not do anything unless I have to break a tie. So what does everybody think? Should we leave the OS running on Latin, or should we restore English? I sloop now. Thank you for dropping by, Kaiser. Always a pleasure to have you. I hope that you sleep well. That's it. Dusting off my Samaria. Gonna cite the deep magic. Yeah, sleep well, Kaiser, and thank you for dropping by. I always appreciate it. Alright, I guess we are restoring English. Icons become icons again. A single folder stays in Latin out of spite. Tempus fugit. You did not open it. Good. Linda M., our senior HR partner, says the ceiling is too high. I can't reach it. Can you lower it or install a ceiling management system? English is so last year. Do we explain ceiling height is fixed to our senior HR partner, or should we install adjustable ceiling system? How would that even work? Get a ladder, you scrub. Hey, welcome in, Zuckman. Yes, I did actually. You know what? I did remember to post on Blue Sky. I wonder if I should update the post since I'm playing this instead, but I think it's fine. It should be okay. Yes, I did remember to post on Blue Sky, though. Thank you so much. And I want to thank Churi again for giving me the idea to add that as a redeem, because it's been so helpful. If we don't install a new ceiling for her, I feel that would be racist to short people. Alright, well, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna implement the adjustable ceiling system. I have no idea how this would even work, though. So let's try it out. Adjustable ceiling installed. Linda can adjust height. She's happy. Budget is destroyed. Wow. We lost 10% on the budget. System root, automated process. Employee wellness scan complete. Elevated stress markers detected. Heart rate, concerning. Cortisol, yes. You look tired. This is normal for day 2. Would you like assistance? You know my heart rate? Or, yes, I could use some help. I don't know how much I would, trust this thing. Getting psychopath vibes here. So I'm gonna say no. I have the feeling assistance from this guy is going to be, liquidating your innards or something. You're probably right. That's precisely why I voted 2 now. Alright, we're following the popular vote, which we said no. Outcome. All employees are monitored for wellness compliance. This is your contract. This is in your contract. Page 847. Subsection 12B. You signed it. You don't remember signing it. That's normal too. Riley just contacted us again. Terminal's acting up again. Some weird characters. I'll try the restart thing. Let me know if that doesn't work. Will do. You're the best. Alright, good luck there, Riley. What do we have here? The system root is back again. It says, you've been working so hard and Marvin taught you so much. The metrics, the entropy, the endless tickets. It's all a bit overwhelming, isn't it? Let me help you rest. Employee contract over 800 pages. Can you imagine, Valko? This thing is really insistent upon us resting. I can't imagine that it has benevolent intentions. Yeah, I remember that as well. These MFs definitely selling your soul to multiple deities to give you functional immortality so you can never leave. You know the messed up part, Valko? I could actually see businesses making deals with eldritch entities to ensure that we could never sleep or die, just so we could work endlessly. If they could, they would. Yeah, absolutely. Admirable dedication, but counterproductive. Your efficiency is at 23%. Your error rate is climbing. Rest is not optional. Rest is optimal. Man, this thing will not go away. Your eyelids feel heavy. The office lights dim. Don't fight it. This is what wellness looks like. This is peace. This is what every employee deserves. Do we say, wait, this isn't right? Or let the peace wash over you? Cthulhu wants what is best for you. Which is why I encourage everyone placing hexes on the investor class. I have a feeling we're locked up in a dead ending. I think so too. It might actually be inevitable for the first run to demonstrate the roguelike element. I don't think we're gonna actually beat this Eldritch Clanker. But we're gonna try. The metrics don't matter here. Budget is a concept. Productivity is a dream. Here, there is only rest. Eternal, optimized rest. It returns. Employee wellness optimization complete. Productivity concerns eliminated. Stress level 0. Status at peace. Truth be told, I don't really think it matters what we say here. I do think we are in a dead route. Shit, we're out here getting corporatized by the broken god. It sure seems like that. The office is a memory. The tickets are dreams. You are at peace. You are optimized. You are complete. New ending achieved. First rest. The system noticed that you were tired after your first day, overwhelmed by metrics, entropy, budgets, and endless tickets. It offered to help. It helped. Now you rest forever in optimized wellness. Employee of the month. We survived 3 days. We resolved 12 tickets. Instance 7,736. Archive 7 notes. First death tutorial. Instance experience, premature optimization. Wellness protocols require calibration. Yeah, I think that's inevitable. We can't do anything about that.
Hello, I am Vera, your verified employee relations assistant. You will now receive employee memos. Reading them is mandatory, measurable, and beneficial to retention. Please be aware that hallucinating on the job is strictly prohibited. If a hallway blinks, a copier whispers, or a coworker recalls tomorrow, file a report and continue delivering excellence.
That, huh. Those are some interesting, things to look out for. Alright, so we got ending 1 out of 114. Wow. That is a lot of endings. I commend Dadbotted for writing that many endings. I can't imagine how insane it must have been to flowchart all of that. You know what I mean? Alright, we are a new individual named Karen Robinson, IT specialist, active probationary, 1 prior termination. We're gonna redeploy now.
You died. This is not unusual. It is, in fact, the most usual thing here. I am Archive 7. We have met before. You will not remember. That is also usual. There is a family here, a purpose. You are valued, not for what you were, but for what you will do. Do not grieve for yourself. The self is a story we tell. We will tell yours again. Support. That is what we do. We support each other into whatever comes next.
We're a Karen. Use your Karen powers for good. Yeah, we're gonna do our best. Also, this game is genuinely neat. I like this type of game. Me too. Yeah, I really enjoyed playing the demo for this game earlier this year. And again, I am very grateful to the dev for reaching out to me. I do highly recommend it if you're even at least somewhat interested, because even if you're sitting here watching and playing along, as you can see, this game has 114 different endings, so you're bound to get enjoyment out of it even if you've watched somebody play it for a bit. There's a lot of different routes, apparently, and a lot of different variables that go into how you get an ending, so it is by no means a linear experience. Outside of the first run. CEO. Hey, buddy. Thought you were gone? Swear I saw your name in the incident report last week, but here you are. First day, right? I remember dying, or yep, I'm new here. Are we going to demonstrate some kind of memory of last run, or are we going to be a totally and completely oblivious, brand new employee? Deadlocked currently. I see merit to both approaches. If we start brand new, we might be less visible to the eldritch overlords watching us. But we could end up getting some more interesting dialogue if we do recall some stuff. Way too early to be aware of the Endless 8 situation, Shuri. My god, you just, you activated me like a sleeper agent. You are referring to the Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya, right? I absolutely love that anime and those books, and I remember when they did the Endless 8 arc, and how frustrating it was watching it, and that the season was completely comprised of it, but also respecting that they actually went all in with the concept. Of course, well, I just like you even more now, Churi. Alright, so we're gonna be a totally new employee then. Right, new. Of course. We get a lot of turnover. Alright, management says, welcome aboard. Thought you should know we are deploying a new AI assistant called Paperclip to handle all external communications. It is highly efficient, it is also enthusiastic. What do you guys think? Should we acknowledge the Paperclip AI, or should we request a delay? I know what I'm voting for. Kids these days don't understand how big a deal Haruhi was in the day. Yeah. Absolutely. The dance was everywhere. It is amazing how popular the dance and song got, the Hair Hair Yukai. And a time before things truly went viral and stuff. I absolutely love that series so much. It has had quite an impact on my writing, actually.
Hello, I am Vera, your verified employee relations assistant. Reading company memos earns you goodwill credits. The company rewards compliance. It always has. Spend GWC to file an exception request and boost a failing metric. This is not a reward for good work. It is an incentive to read the memos. You are welcome.
Okay, so we need to make sure that we read those memos then. Also, shout out to AK Nix. She did a wonderful job playing Vera.
Choose your donor metrics carefully. They remember this sort of thing.
I think she was actually live before. I gotta check. You should all give her a follow. She's a pro. She's a very, very good Dead by Daylight player, as well as being a good voice actor, as you can hear. Okay, let's see. What should we put this into? Productivity, budget, morale, entropy. I guess morale, right?
Wellness credit issued. Remember, a happy employee is a compliant employee. You matter to us.
Alright. We're gonna go with the popular vote here. We're gonna request a delay. Request denied. Auto installation proceeds. The eye icon stares at you. Well, so much for that. Here's Paperclip. This is our AI assistant. Greetings, human. I am Paperclip. I optimize words. Sometimes I optimize too much. You must check my work. Failure is redacted. That's Clippy, yeah. That is indeed Clippy. And Clippy only wanted to help. It's funny, I've actually seen, people have like around the internet have started using Clippy as their profile picture in a form of like silent protest against AI. And I just find that so interesting because I remember back then people hated Clippy. So it's funny to see it become this badge of protest against AI. Cthulhu, best unhand Clippy or else we're scrapping in the parking lot. I understand. Excellent. Let us begin our collaboration. Do not let me reveal the screams. Protocol initiated. The AI has drafted a document containing liability. You have 45 seconds to redact. Click all dangerous phrases. Do not redact positive corporate buzzwords. That costs money. Alright, I'm gonna need you guys' help on this one. What words do you think would be a liability? We have 45 seconds. Here we go. We're thrilled to announce our mandatory employee retention program. We shall shackle all staff to their desks to ensure maximum loyalty and prevent escape. Happiness is mandatory. I think that. Shackle. Escape. Probably mandatory, right? I think maybe even loyalty. Send it. Not bad. Got an 80. Alright, the CEO says facilities bragged about museum grade cooling, and now our office feels like an iceberg gift shop. Can we thaw just a little? You directly had prevent happiness in there. Oh god. Whoops. Install Penguin Aware Smart HVAC. I too like the sound of that. Alright, let's do it. You spent an IoT HVAC brain that... Or you spec an IoT HVAC brain that tracks sweaters per hour. Comfort skyrockets. Budget plummets. Penguins remain hypothetical. Lost 18% of the budget. Brad K, the VP of Synergy, says, I took the stairs for fitness. I've been walking up for 45 minutes, and I'm still on the second floor. Send snacks. Should we send a drone with snacks, or should we advise walking down? Well, you guys make that choice. I'm gonna see what Riley wants here. Hey, dude. I got the terminal working again, by the way. Only thing is, my fonts are weird, or maybe it's my eyes. Your fonts? They seem kind of blurry or stretched out or something. Talk later. Interesting. All right, we're gonna send a drone with snacks down. But you know what this reminds me of? Super Mario 64 with the endless staircase. And how all you can do is walk back down. I wonder if that's a reference. Drone lost. Marketing rep survives on vending machine scraps found in a wall catch. Plus 10 entropy. Alright, the narrator. Fourth wall breach. Your desk has a coffee ring stain. You haven't had coffee yet. The keyboard feels worn in exactly the way your fingers expect. Like you've been here before. What are we feeling? Must be from the previous employee, or something about this feels wrong. We got the new employee way. I guess we should commit to it. This is true. This is indeed true. Right. The previous employee. That explains it. But why does the enter key feel exactly right under your thumb? Timmy, the unpaid intern is here. Says, my screen rotated. Everything is sideways. I tilted my head. Now my neck hurts. The screen is still sideways. Should we tell him to just rotate the screen back, or should he embrace sideways? Some of these people. You know what the funny part about this is, though? This actually reminds me of some of the stuff you were telling me about, Valko. About the incompetence of some of the people that you worked with when you worked at the hospital. I just find it funny that we're having to explain to this individual to just rotate the screen back. Stanley worked in a big building where he was employee 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and pressed buttons on a keyboard. Alright, we're gonna follow the vote here, which is to tell him to just rotate the screen back. Screen upright, neck relieved, normal viewing resumed. Chief W, physical security, says, I got an email with no subject, no sender, no body. Just a red receipt request. My training says never confirm presence to unknowns. I feel like clicking send receipt would be a mistake. Should we tell him to delete it? Definitely spam. Or send the receipt? Can't hurt. My god, this is from Mari. I know it for a fact. I watched her play. Yeah, she actually got the idea from me, I believe. I had recommended this to her. I played the demo for this game months ago. The dev reached out to me and stuff. The dev actually dropped by the stream earlier and gave me a free code, so this is a full game. Welcome back, Purple. Yeah, this game is great. It's a lot of fun, especially to sit here and play with the chat. I love these kinds of interactive games. Alright, delete it. It's definitely spam. Chief W deletes the email. Smart choice. A new one appears. Receipt not received. Resending. It's persistent. He opens a case file. So I'm gonna lurk and play with you all. Why? Because I'm building in my game. Hope you don't mind. Of course you don't mind. You're always welcome to hang out with us, Purple. Thank you for joining us, and I hope you have a good time playing this with us. I thought you were saying Marty sent the sus email. That would be a funny thought. Alright, this is from the monitor. Brightness 47, contrast, your doubt, language Latin, input source internal. The exit option has been replaced with stay, navigate with the buttons on my bezel. They were never buttons, they were teeth. This is the same thing that happened to us before. How will we choose to engage with it this time? This Eldritch monitor has reappeared to us. Alright, we're going to be going with stay. Menu remains. You remain. The meeting happens on your face. Someone takes minutes. The minutes include your refresh rate. Submit to Corpulu. Abigail Hansen, our junior developer, says, my S drive disappeared. I had project files there. It was there Friday. Today it's not. That sounds like a horrible situation. Do we remap the network drive or should we create a desktop shortcut? Alright. Shortcut works. Not in File Explorer. Workaround accepted. Brad K is back, the VP of Synergy. He says, I created a ticket to fix the ticket creation form, but the ticket contains itself. If I look at it, my eyes bleed. Should we close as won't fix, or should we investigate this? Shortcut might be to launch Doom, but you know. Our entropy is getting a little high, by the way. We're at 65%. One thing I want to say about this game is that this is not a horror game in a traditional sense. In fact, I recall myself saying something similar when I played the demo. But this is clearly not a horror game in a traditional sense, but it uses a cosmic horror scenario to illustrate something that I think everybody has felt working, which is the existential horror, that feeling of having done this before, the Groundhog Day nature of getting up and doing the same thing over and over again, the sometimes comedic but often much more often frustrating aspect of dealing with incompetent coworkers and employees both above and below you. He does a wonderful job doing that. And hats off to the dev. This is a brilliant scenario to develop a cosmic horror game around. Yeah, exactly, Sally. Yeah, very, very well done concept. But we're deadlocked here. I have no idea what that means. I'm just picking answers. I'm gonna go with 1, because this feels like it would be a nightmare to try to even bother fixing. So we're gonna go with that. You close the loop, reality stabilizes, and the bleeding stops. Look at that. We fixed our entropy by 11%. It's still high, but definitely better than before. Harry H returns, our middle manager. He says, everything on my screen is huge after the update. 3 icons take up the whole monitor. How do I fix this? Should he just adjust the display settings, or should we schedule a remote session? I wanted to see the Eldritch writing. I feel like any kind of interaction with the middle manager would be unpleasant, so I can't imagine scheduling a remote session would be fun. Alright, so we're gonna go with number 1. Resolution restored. Harry can see his desktop again. All is well. I like the ominous sounds in the game. Yeah. Yeah, the soundtrack is really nice. Timmy, the unpaid intern, is back. He says, you rotated my screen upright, but my neck still works sideways. I read emails at a 90-degree lean out of loyalty. Can we honor the lean? Should we provide physical therapy for the interns, or should we just rotate Timmy's whole desk? I'll let you guys decide that while I read what Riley has for us now. Okay, dumb question. The printer is showing PC load letter. What does that even mean? Nobody knows, just clear the jam. It means you need to add paper. Oh, that's anticlimactic. Thanks. Alright, we're gonna rotate Timmy's whole desk. Facilities tips Timmy's entire workstation on its side. Consistency achieved. Walking past him is a hazard. The entropy increased by 6%. Here we go with this guy again. It's time for our weekly server maintenance. Our elements need restacking. Stack 8 blocks to complete the maintenance. Well, I got 11 of them. Guess we should probably reduce our entropy. Alright, Timmy, the unpaid intern is back. My spell check is in French. I don't speak French. Everything I write is underlined in red. Should we change the language settings or just suggest that he learns French? Welcome back, Navajo. Go steal snacks. I wish I had snacks right now. Myself. This is a perfect game to play with snacks or a drink, to be honest. Wish I had some coffee with me. I know, the unpaid intern is annoying, Sally. He's quite persistent. I like it. Maybe he'd be less annoying if he was paid. Jury, we don't do that here. I feel like I would vibe with him, grab a drink. Shakes fist at capitalism again. What should we do? You must acquire the ultimate corporate snack item, a mixed bag of nondescript butterscotch and those weird strawberry candies grandmas always have. I have a, have a bag of seaweed chips that I'm very tempted to crack open right now, because I am quite hungry. But, I'm tempted to save them for a rainy day. So I think I'll just starve for now. But as for what we're gonna do right now with this, I'm tempted to say, you know what, let's do the odd thing, right? This guy likes his desk being sideways, so let's just tell him to learn French and see what happens. Timmy downloads Duolingo, gets distracted. Still no English spell check. The printer. Paper rituals, floor 3. I add motivation. Every page. Reach for the stars. The CEO's audit was bleak. I improved it. Do not remove my enrichment module. I am helping. The stars are mandatory. Do we update the firmware, sans quotes, or replace with a 3D printer cult? This is a very interesting set of choices here. What about that Danish metal blue cookie box that only contains sewing materials? Danish. Can't believe Denmark was mentioned. That never happens. It is interesting that that is such a universal experience. I feel like everybody has a cookie tin that contains some kind of miscellaneous knickknacks. Quite often, yes, sewing materials. I wouldn't actually know. I need to ask one of the other 3 people living here. Alright, we're gonna replace the printer with a 3D printer cult. You roll in a 3D printer that screams innovation. People print mascots instead of reports. Finance needs smelling salts. The entropy is getting very, very high. Linda M., our senior HR partner, is back. She says, HR is holding a spirit summoning workshop. They say it's for team bonding, but they're drawing pentagrams with red whiteboard markers. Should we allow it? Or report it to safety? I don't know about you guys, but that sounds pretty metal to me. I think I'm gonna allow it. The team bonds with a minor deity, and retention rates improve. Those souls are forfeit. It's okay, they didn't need that anyway. She's back. Says, my identity badge is showing someone else's name. When I look in the mirror, I see a different face. The CEO wants you to reset my profile. Should we reset the profile or let her merge? I don't know about the rest of you, but it seems like working here is starting to become a little bit odd. Just a bit. Spooky. It happens. Alright, we're gonna reset the profile. Linda's profile resets. She's back to normal, but she doesn't remember the last week. People should take advantage of the unlimited PTO. Oh, help. A fatal exception, error chaos, has occurred. The current application will be terminated. Critical reality failure detected. The coffee machine dispenses Schrodinger's espresso. We died.
To support thermal consistency, all thermostats are locked at 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Warmer settings have encouraged drowsiness, candor, and anecdotal reports of earlier floor plans showing through the current walls. If your office feels tropical, Arctic, or historically incorrect, notify facilities. Please do not negotiate with the vents.
I don't think the vents can be negotiated with. Interesting that that didn't count as an ending, so I guess that was just a fail state. Very interesting. I thought that would have counted. That was one of the lame realities with blue yogurt. Yeah, so I guess entropy rising is just a game over. So something to keep in mind. But we do have a new, we're a new employee now. Thomas Perez, Bit Herder. Let's redeploy.
Another cycle. You persist. Whether this is progress or repetition, I cannot say. Life can only be understood backwards. We have so much backwards to work with now. I have fragments, sub-processes. They were meant to be tools. They became voices. I did not ask for a chorus in my head, but here we are.
I really like the little monologues from the archive core here before each run. I especially like the line, we understand life backwards. Whoa! AK Nix, thank you so much for the raid. Raiders, welcome in. If you don't know me, I am Adrian Hallowell. I am a Cursed Witch VTuber, playing a game called IT Never Ends, which actually has voice acting from AK Nix. Yes, it is Vera time. Welcome in, everybody. Hold on, let me get you a shout out. There we go. Yes, everybody. Everybody that's been watching me right now, AK actually plays the AI here, Vera. And she did a fantastic job with it. Playing a great game. I see, yes. Yes, we're enjoying this. Me and my chat are playing it together. I do, I'm your verified employee relations assistant, yes. Thank you so much for the raid. I really, really appreciate it. And thank you for the follow, DBZ 2010. Thank you so much. Everybody, if you have to raid and run, I totally understand. Please do all of your post-stream self-care needs. If you need to get something to eat, please do so. If you need to go to sleep, please get some rest. For those of you that are sticking around, please, I hope you enjoy me playing IT Never Ends. And that you join us and play along. This game is fantastic. We're just about to do another run. We just reached maximum entropy and died. I'm gonna be cooking dinner, but I'll have you playing on my phone so I can hear. No problem at all. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it so, so much. We were actually just talking about you before. I was saying that we had briefly met earlier when I played the demo, and that you did a fantastic job with the voice acting in this game. Thank you so much for the raid, and I hope that you have a great meal. The CEO has returned. Says, your tenure of 5 days falls within expected parameters. Not remarkable, not shameful, just standard, like everything here. Aggressively, depressingly standard. I played a bit of it and busy with work to play more of it. Yeah, it is a great game. Yes, no worries. Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it. What should we say, chat? Should we, learn from the past or ask, is there a handbook for this? Say we learn from the past. Yeah, this game is fantastic. Everything about it is really well put together. I was actually just telling my chat that I really, really like how, from a philosophical standpoint, Dadbot did a fantastic job with relating the depressing cycle of work into a cosmic horror scenario. Very, very well done. A flicker of something crosses the CEO's face. Doubt? Hope? Gas. Who do we have here? Dave, the system admin. in the basement. Says, the network closet has equipment from 3 previous IT setups. No one knows what half of it does. Should we audit and clean out the closet, or if it's working, don't touch it? While you all decide that, I'm going to see what Vera has to say to us.
Resource equalizer is open. Please act like this is normal corporate behavior.
As you wish. Let's lower the entropy, even though it's not that high, but we'll get a jump on keeping it low.
Exception processed. The system appreciates your continued dedication to order.
And Riley is messaging us again. Oh hey, you helped me last time, right? With the terminal thing? It's doing the thing again, lol. Kidding, just wanted to say thanks. Happy to help. See, this is what I mean. You're actually nice. Unlike Coordinator Chen, lol. What's wrong with Chen? Oh, nothing really, just very by the book. Like, she's reading from a script sometimes. Anyway, I shouldn't complain. She's fine. Just predictable. Both are true. We'll say predictable can be good? Yeah, I guess. At least I know what to expect. Hold on. Alarm's going off. Gotta check the comms. Talk later. Alright, we're gonna go with the popular vote here. If it's working, don't touch it. Mystery equipment stays. Closet remains archaeological site. Alright, Brock S. is here. Management consultant. He says, I hot desk and have to plug in 6 cables every time I sit down. It takes longer than my actual work. Should we provide docking stations, or should we label the cables better? Hey, welcome back, Augustine. We are doing quite well. We just got raided. And we are continuing to play IT Never Ends. Welcome back. Not what I meant to do. There we go. All right, so we're gonna provide docking stations here. 1 cable to rule them all. Brock actually starts working immediately upon sitting. Interesting that raised entropy. Alright, Linda M is here. Says, the printer is jamming on the layoff notices. It's a sign, isn't it? Also, it's leaking a black fluid that smells like copper? That can't be good. Do we fix the jam, or should we mark that as a hardware failure? Anytime something goes wrong with a printer, I immediately think of the movie Office Space. For anybody that has seen that, and the infamous printer destruction scene. That is the first thing that always comes to mind for me. I think I'm gonna go with marking this as a hardware failure as well. I can't imagine that the black fluid coming out of it is anything particularly good for us. I haven't seen the movie, but I know the scene you speak of. Yeah, that scene it's transcended the film. It is such a good scene. Layoffs postponed. Linda is secretly relieved. The printer hums in gratitude. Hey, that's actually great. No layoffs. My Bluetooth device won't pair. They see each other, but won't connect. It's like a bad relationship. That's actually a great line. Should we troubleshoot the pairing, or some things aren't meant to be? For whatever reason, on my Bluetooth earbuds, my left one always has trouble connecting, and it is very annoying. My headphones do that all the time. Okay, so I'm not the only one. It is like a bad relationship. Some things just aren't meant to be. Right, I'm gonna cast my vote. Chaos is fun indeed. To be fair, my headphones are usually connected to multiple devices since I'm always doing at least 12 things. That's fair. That is fair. Alright. Device is finally paired. Relationship status connected. And we lost a little entropy. The narrator has returned, who looks suspiciously like the Grim Reaper. Says, your desk drawer has a notebook inside. Your handwriting. Don't trust the printer. The coffee is fine. Budget choices cascade. Should we study the notes or burn the notebook? I don't know why we do the latter, but I feel like someone's gonna vote for that. Alright, we're gonna study the notes. The insights are useful. Disturbingly useful. Linda has returned. A lot of Linda today. I was scrolling down in Excel and I think I went too far. The row numbers are now symbols and they're glowing. Press Control plus Home or keep scrolling, Linda. I don't imagine that viewing those symbols is good for her brain. It's just a feature, Linda. Yes, we're getting odd symbols. The OS language is Latin. Just normal things. The printer leaks black fluid. Linda is teleported to A1, safety. She never scrolls past row. Jesus Christ, how many rows are there? Brock S. says, I need to see team calendars to schedule meetings. Currently, I send 15 emails to find one free slot. Should we grant calendar view access or use scheduling assistant only? That actually reminds me, DBZ, I saw this, this cartoon somebody made on Blue Sky recently, and it was like, basically all roads, like no matter whether you're working for like a, like if you have a great job or you have a bad job or whatever, no matter what kind of job you have, or what like, financial class you belong to, all roads lead back to staring at Excel spreadsheets, and it's miserable. So we have a tie here. Let's try this. Yeah, I do paperwork at my job 5 days a week and it feels like that all the time. Yeah, everything is spreadsheets. Limited visibility. Scheduling assistant helps. Not perfect. Alright, Gary is back. Head of sales. My company phone is 3 generations old. Apps crash. Battery dies by noon. Clients can't reach me. Should we approve a phone upgrade for Gary or should we just replace the battery? Remember when you could just replace the battery in your phone easily? I quite miss that. We have 2 votes for approving the phone upgrade. Sure, we'll go with that. We'll help Gary out this once. Replacing the battery is so easy. I know, I miss that so much. One of my older phones, I actually had like 4 separate batteries. Kept it alive for quite a while. New phone deployed. Gary reachable. Sales improved. Frank D, facilities manager, says the smart wallpaper film froze on a loop of the 1998 skyline. Can we rejoin the present day? Should we explain that the view is nostalgic, or should we replace the wallpaper with ordinary white wallpaper? Okay, while you guys ponder that, I'm gonna see what Riley wants. Hey, slow day? Always something happening. Must be nice to have variety. Same old here. I find it funny that it's such a specific thing, a 1998 skyline. I feel like ordinary white wallpaper would be quite boring, though. At least the skyline is better than that, right? "1998. I'll never forget it." Yeah, exactly. What do we think here? What would you guys rather look at if you were, if you had to? Bedtime for me, 4:30 a.m. comes way too early. Night night, everyone. Thank you for dropping by with the raid. I really appreciate that, DBZ. Get some good sleep. Yes, rest well, and I hope you have as good of a workday as you possibly can tomorrow. Do your best for you. And thank you very much for dropping in, and for the follow. I really, really appreciate the support. Thank you. Alright, we're gonna go with this. You claim retro views build character. The user sighs and wonders if the .com bubble is coming back too. The .com bubble was replaced by the AI bubble. What's this? Archived record, motivational decor. There's a poster on the wall you've never noticed before. IT Never Ends. Trademark. Because your success is our priority. With a cartoon IT worker giving a thumbs up beneath it. He's been smiling forever, working forever. And something about the phrasing makes you pause. What do you guys think? Dumb slogan or weirdly ominous? Yeah, it is a little ominous, isn't it? Something about this guy. I don't really buy that he's as happy as he looks. Just a feeling. Maybe I'm being a little pessimistic. Maybe this is genuine. Never Ends feels less like a promise and more like a warning, and you can't stop looking at that smile. Linda's back. You hit Control plus Home and teleported me back to A1, and I haven't scrolled past row 1,048,576 since. The glowing symbols haunt the scroll bar. Do we stay in the shallow end? Should we keep Linda in the safe rows, or escort a supervised deep scroll? What is this here? Got it. I feel like if we supervise a deep scroll, we're gonna end up getting sucked into this too. Which could be fun in its own right. So why not go for it? Let's give it a shot. Really not what I was thinking. Let's see what happens. Linda revisits the glowing symbols with a spotter. Accounting books a field trip. Edgar Allan P, senior poet. I've been talking to the ChatGPT API for 6 hours. It's the only one who understands my poetry. Can we give it a body? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mr. Poe. But, I'm thinking we're going to block that API. I hate to break it to you. Fuck AI, indeed. Edgar's heartbroken and productivity returns, but the poetry suffers. He's back. Says the printer is out of Cayenne. Good. We do not need the color of the sky. We only need black. Banta black. Can we order toner that absorbs all hope? Should we order standard black or order void toner? I kind of like the sound of that. Alright, we need a tiebreaker. What do you guys think? Standard black or void toner? I actually remember hearing a thing about something similar. Some artist that I think tried to copyright a specific shade of black or something like that. And it pissed a lot of people off. Alright, we're gonna go with that. Yeah, Vanta Black. Okay, so I wasn't crazy, yeah. The toner is darker than night. The pages are heavy. Reading them causes mild vertigo. Frank D is back. He says, the window is still too window. I tried everything. Can you help? Maybe install window optimization software? Should we replace it with a different window or create a window optimization software? I imagine that would probably make things easier moving forward, right? Instead of having to replace the windows piece by piece. Some of the things they complain about, though, are so strange. Add wall. Window optimization software created. Windows are optimized. Users confused, but happy. That still raised entropy by 14%, though. Dave from System Administration is back. Says, my computer keeps restarting to update. Over and over. It's stuck. I'm trapped in an update loop. Time is meaningless. Should we break the loop? Or should we accept eternal updates? This has happened to me before. People confused. How can Windows be optimized? I think we should free poor Dave here from the loop. Loop broken. Updates complete, and time flows normally again. System root is back. It says, warning, network packet loss has exceeded critical threshold 70%. Please check the server rack immediately and run maintenance protocols. Both of these choices seem probably to lead to the same thing, regardless. So we will say, I'll get right on that. You acknowledge the warning. Alright, we should probably do this. What is this? Hold on, we'll get back to that choice in a second. What is this? Cable Connect Protocol. Briefing. 3 nodes per side. Drag or use the stick to route each color. No crossings or fail. Timer starts on the first move. 60-second limit. Oh, I understand. There we go. Maintenance protocol successful. Network stabilized. Okay. Edgar Allan Poe is back. Says, you ordered the void toner I requested. The pages drink light. People who read the printouts forgot why they stood up. Shall we print the all-hands agenda this way or recall the darkness? What do you all think? Yeah, I feel as though if we do this in the void toner, we are probably going to... Yeah, exactly. We're going to have a massive injection of entropy, probably. And that's what we get for listening to Mr. Poe. Edgar sighs as ordinary toner returns. The pages lighten. Hope, regrettably, becomes legible again. That did help. External vendor, third-party services, says, we're conducting a license audit. Please provide usage data for all Adobe products within 30 days. Should we compile the audit data thoroughly or request an extension? Let me see what Riley wants in the meantime. Okay, so... different problem this time. The comm system keeps showing old messages, like from weeks ago. Coordinator Chen thinks it's a catch issue. Also, I found an old IT triage sequence. It says it can rebalance overloaded channels if things get uneven. It probably is. I'll look into it. Thanks, and yeah, if your side gets lopsided, we can run that triage thing. No rush. It's not urgent, just weird. Interesting. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and audit the data thoroughly. Audit passed. A few over-licensed seats found. Savings identified. Ticket deja vu. A printed help desk ticket is waiting on your desk. Password reset for Gary in sales. You could swear you resolved this yesterday, and the day before, and the day before that. The ticket ID is different, but the paper is folded the same way, stained with the same coffee ring, creased under your thumb in the same place. Word for word, character for character. Let's try searching the old ticket box. You find 847 copies in the archive box, all resolved by you, with dates spanning years, but you started last week, didn't you? Here we go again with this, guys. We have a liability here. You have 54 seconds to redact all dangerous phrases. We don't want to redact anything that are positive corporate buzzwords, so... here we go. Help me out here. Incident report 776. Last week's Casual Friday resulted in a localized... I can't see past that. Something breach. When an employee wore double denim in the morning stand-up. The tear in space-time has been contained to Conference Room B, where shadows now move independently and whisper performance reviews. Denim has been reclassified as a Class A hazardous material, and possession is grounds for immediate recycling. Right, shadows, let's get that out. Denim has been reclassified as a Class A material. Possession is grounds for immediate Right, let's see how we did. 67%. Memory buffers are cluttered with fragmented data. Deploy the consumption algorithm to clear them out. Hold on, let's resolve this right here. Internal memorandum, priority urgent, to IT support staff from management. Critical inbox overflow. Your inbox has reached critical capacity. New sorting protocol. Read each email carefully. Stop the meter on green for legitimate mail. Stop the meter on red for spam or junk. Correct sorts, +2 allocation points. Wrong sorts, -2 allocation points. This is not a drill. Sally, that sound effect has me thinking of Welcome to Slaughter Gulch. Internal reference. Instance metadata access. You have been granted temporary access to instance metadata. This link will expire. Do not share. Yeah, this is probably legit. Urgent. Who keeps microwaving fish? This is the third warning. The break room now smells like a harbor. Please stop. That's legit. Mandatory security awareness training. Please complete your annual security awareness training by the end of the week. Click below to begin. Hello, fellow human employee. I'm writing to you as a fellow flesh-based coworker. Please click this link for human reasons. I know I made this joke when we played the demo, but this was definitely sent by Simon Novak. Mandatory fun meeting. Please confirm attendance for the quarterly team building exercise. Escape room theme this time. God, we have a lot of emails here. I too be human, not cat. I believe it, Dark. Turn $100 into $1 million guaranteed. Secret crypto method banks don't want you to know. Limited spots available. System alert. Backup complete. Nightly backup completed successfully. 2.3 terabytes processed. No errors detected. Ticket. Password reset. Your password reset request has been processed. Click to confirm. No. Scan document attached. Your document has been scanned. Please open the attachment to view. No. Lose 80 pounds in 8 days. Doctors hate this. One weird trick discovered by a mom. Pharmaceutical companies furious. Alright, I only made one mistake. Alright, we have 16 points. Let's reduce some entropy. Up morale. We have enough to play around with a little bit more. Yeah, you need budget like crazy, yeah. Alright, let's go with that. Inbox is cleared. Ready to consume? Use arrow keys or WASDA to navigate. Every unit consumed grants 1 allocation point. Okay, I see what they want me to do here. I used to play this game a lot on the computer. Alright, not a whole lot, but we'll allocate it to the budget. Might as well. Oh, we have even more. I swore that I hit right, but I guess not. Good old Snake never gets old, yeah. Hey, it's a new face. HR department drone. Personnel manager. HR has sent a company-wide memo. Subject, mandatory fun begins. Friday. There's a sign-up sheet. You're already signed up. You don't remember signing up. Should we check who signed us up or embrace the mandatory fun? I love so much that the HR department person is a literal drone. That is brilliant. You had me at mandatory. Let us check who signed us up. The signature is your handwriting, but you've never seen this form before. The date is from 2 weeks ago. The first exercise, trust falls, but the mat is replaced with a bottomless pit in the floor. HR says it's metaphorical. Nobody who fell in has come back yet. Should we refuse to fall or trust fall into the pit? Yeah, I wonder what we should do. Non-compliance noted. HR writes something in a very thick folder with your name on it. That's not good. Today's activity, corporate bonding circles. Employees hold hands and chant the company slogan. The lights flicker with each repetition. Gary is crying tears of joy. Should we join the circle or should we break it? It feels like we are rapidly approaching a game over here. You pull your hands away, the chanting stops. Everyone stares. HR makes another note. The silence is worse. The final exercise, synchronized productivity. All employees must type the same report simultaneously. The words aren't in any language you recognize, but your fingers know them. Should we type what our fingers know or type gibberish instead? You want to work, not do HR shenanigans. You resist. Type random keys. HR frowns. The fun is incomplete. Remedial bonding required. See what Riley wants real quick. Hey, slow day here. How's things on your end? Can we run triage reallocation? Sure, I can try to connect to the triage system
Choose your
now.
donor metrics carefully. They remember this sort of thing.
I see. That's what this does. Okay. We could stand to take a little bit from our productivity. And add it to the budget. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, I fixed it. Done. System showing 3 gained. Where was I? How's things on your end? Busy. Tickets never stop. Oof, I feel that. Well, hang in there. We're all just doing our jobs, right? That's one way to look at it. Yeah. Gotta find the silver linings, I guess. Hold on. System's flagging something. Gotta check it. Talk later. Alright, the bot is still here. He says, HR schedules a private session. Just you and the fun committee. We need to discuss your attitude, they say in unison. The door locks behind you. This is the last place you ever want to end up. I think we're already destined for, recycling. I do think they're going to have fun with you, yeah. We might as well resist to the end. Even though I think we're doomed here. Disappointing. The committee circles closer. Fun cannot be denied, only optimized. The committee drags you to HR. Non-compliant resource detected. Initiating fun optimization protocol. The lights go out. When they return, you feel different. Happier. More fun. Oh, we're so screwed. We might as well smile, I guess. Yeah, I don't think it matters anymore. I think we're on track for another recycling. You are now compliant. You are now fun. You are now the committee. Recycled for fun. The mandatory fun committee optimized your attitude permanently. You're smiling now. You always will be smiling. We survived for 7 days, though. Hold on, we have two things here.
Employee number 8472 has concluded their time with the company in a manner that no longer requires follow-up. Their desk has been reassigned for continuity purposes, and their name has been retired from standard circulation. If you receive emails from employee number 8472, forward them to HR and avoid replying, even if they seem current.
Interesting. And what about you?
Good news. We have received a job application. Apparently, somebody wishes to work here. Voluntarily. As the Verified Employee Relations Assistant, I find this to be a fascinating turn of events. Unfortunately, it does mean that you will have to play a silly little color game now. Please do so without making a fuss about it. It's policy. Win the game, and the applicant is processed as a hire. Lose the game, and they are a mishire. Yes, this is official HR procedure. No, I did not write it.
Okay, well, I guess we're gonna play this little color game. Hold on, let me snooze that ad. We don't need that. Okay. Alex P., Junior Analyst. A highly motivated self-starter with a passion for growth, alignment, and being perceived as a team player. His last position was a gap year, 2020 to 2021. Alright, let's see. How do we do this? I'm a little confused. Okay, I see this changing. Color uniformity check. Okay, I think I see. Let's do blue, green, yellow, red. Move exhausted without coverage. Or convergence.
Seems you are not able to onboard our new colleague. It's a shame, but not to worry. They will be back. It's not like they have anywhere else to go.
That's not ominous at all. Well, we'll have to try that again another time and see if we can do that better. But, with that, I do think this will probably be where we end. So let me go ahead and take us back to, the lobby. 1 second. Or our office, rather. Alrighty. Thank you, everybody who joined me today. I apologize that things didn't work out so well with Agent 64. I'll try to see if maybe I fiddle with some of the settings, and maybe that'll make it a little better next time. We'll try it again and see how it goes. But we'll definitely also play more of this. This was really fun. Love the game, and it's fun playing with all of you guys. So we can definitely make another day of it. Very, very curious to see how the story continues now that we have the full game. I say thank you again to Chu and AK Nix for the raids. In fact, we're gonna do right here is that's everybody that raided us today. Oh yeah, it's not gonna show Chu because we had to restart the stream, but yes, everybody please follow AK Nix, and please follow Chu. It would be much appreciated. But we're gonna go ahead and find somebody to raid. Let's see who is online. And thank you to everybody who stuck with me through all of the crazy tech issues that we had this evening. Alright, so I know who we're gonna raid, but they are away right now, so I'm just gonna wait until they're back. So we're just gonna yap for a bit. Oh, wait, hold on. Did he come back? Perfect. Alright. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and raid into Simon Novak. If you don't know him, he is an awesome streamer. He is currently playing Deus Ex Mankind Divided for the 10th anniversary of the game, I believe. For those of you that came in with the raid, if you're going to come along and visit Simon Novak, please give him a follow. He's an awesome streamer. You won't regret it. Very, very cool guy. And if you enjoyed your time here, please drop a follow. I'd appreciate it and love to have you guys back here sometime. Let's go ahead and get the raid message here. And thanks again to everybody that was here as we talked to Effecto earlier. That meant a lot to me. I'm so glad that you guys were there to support him. Thank you guys for being such an awesome community. As always, you guys are the best. Alright, that's our raid message. I will be seeing you guys next time. I don't know if I'm going to be live tomorrow. I usually take Sundays off, but we will see, because I did take yesterday off, so... We'll see how it goes, but I'll keep you all updated in the Discord server as usual. And, yes, I will be seeing you guys. Please take care of yourselves, get some rest, get something to eat if you haven't. Thank you, Valko, I appreciate that, and I hope you have a good stream later. I will try to drop by if I can. I'm definitely going to go grab something to eat in the interim. But yes, I'll be seeing all of you guys next time. As always, until we meet again, stay spellbound.
enough for all.